Hello, beloveds, and happy Wednesday. I am so grateful to join with you today and share some insight as well as some inspiration. And so today I was inspired in my morning meditation because I'm seeing, hello, beloveds, I'm seeing so many people reacting to the emotional and the chakras related to our bodies. And so I was guided to do something a little bit deeper today. And so I just want to share this with you, and I'm going to build on this over the next few days. And because it's Black History Month, it really came to me and resonated so deeply. So I want to share with you how the effects, this was actually something I'm going to be writing in my book too, the spiritual effects of racism on women of color. And it just came as such a divine download. And so thank you so much, Oshun. So let me break it down from from starting with the crown. So yesterday's post showed that anger is at that crown. And the reason there's so much anger, and I can say the spiritual side effects of this, is that energy is again about racism. The idea of, at your crown that you are not able, that it's like an oppression on top of your head. So that sense of anger really does come from up, but again, it's also coming from down. There's always a sense of, energy that people of color feel a sense of, pressure. And that really does come again from the idea of our society of top to the bottom. And so let me break it down. So at the crown, it makes us angry. We are responding to that. And as women of color, how we've internalized that. And that's why there's even a stereotype called the angry Black woman. So then, that goes right then into the third eye. The third eye is where the depression comes in. Many of us have been, put down and not able to fully align. And how that really affects us is because we've been told that our power is too strong. Like our beloved sister Cleo, Madame Cleo, she was the creator of the psychic hotlines, but by the end of it, she made millions of dollars for the owners of the phone lines, and she was left penniless and also seen as a fraud, even though she actually practiced magic in Haiti, and she was denied that, authority, because they said to make it like it was a joke for entertainment purposes only. And they were so afraid of her power, they denied it and stripped it of her. And if we take that back a generation further, in the 60s and 70s, Black power was put down. People were still being lynched and killed and all of these things in the 60s and 70s. And then we take it back a little bit further into the plantation times, and we know the stories of slavery, and again, all of that comes right through the crown chakra, and then that comes right into the third eye. And then where that leads us to then, beloveds, is to our throat chakra. And that's where negative speech is. Look at some of the rap music and the way we talk to each other and about ourselves. It's bitch that, hold that, dick, and all that. I mean, these are sacred experiences that we are meant to share with one another. And our body temples are meant to be as a part of our union experience. It's not supposed to be for casual sex, and I'm not saying supposed to be as a way of judging you, but we are sacred. You are sacred. I am sacred. We are each and every single one of us sacred. And if we don't treat our bodies as sacred, they do break down. They do break down. I have, friends who have cancer, and cancer sickness is anger turned inward. Beloveds, I am so passionate about this. And then, the negative speech, and that goes back again, the first time the word, the N word came out. Anytime you say that word to this day, from when it started, it is still negative. That negative speech has an effect on our psyche. So I'm going to take it even further. The solar plexus, that is low self-esteem. Many of us don't feel powerful. And I'm speaking about this. This is like the spiritual effects for women of color. And so the sense of low self-worth. When in our history have we seen women in power? And if they are in power, they're stripped of it immediately. I remember as a girl being so proud of seeing Whitney Houston and Vanessa Williams when she won Miss Black USA or whatever, something she won, Miss USA, and they quickly stripped her of that title because of something that she did. But then 10 years later, the K sisters, one can start a sex video, and she's a megastar and millionaire. You know what I'm saying? And so these things weigh heavily in our hearts. So we can't rise as sisters. We can't rise and within outside until we rise inside. So our power has always been stripped from us. So then we take it into the sacral chakra, where we have an angry womb, where we have angry energy because we've been hurt, we've been damaged. But if we take it back all the way back to before slavery times, our sisters were raped. Our sisters were left alone. Our sisters were, treated like property. How could they then come into a place of power? Our ancestors then came in again through that energy of less than, through rape. Many of ours, my family last name is Hamilton. Somebody was raped. That ancestral line, you know what I'm saying, continues through the family line. And then the root chakra, where the fear truly is that we were separated from each other. This is why it is so easy for men to leave their, and I'm not saying it's easy. That sounds very judgmental. What I mean to say is that since before slavery, the energy of separation between husband and wife, and within the communities of color, but of course during slavery, was separation, that the man and husband aren't together. They separated the daughter and the mother. They separated the son and the mother. They separated the mother and the father. They separated the sister and the brother. They separated all of it. They separated us and stripped us from ourselves. And so many of us are now trying to reconnect to ourselves for the first time and feel lost. I don't know who I am. But you do, beloveds. You do know who you are. It's movies like Black Panther that reminded us who we were. It's seeing our sisters celebrated and seeing our brothers celebrated even now and today. That's why there was so much pride when we had President Obama. Do you understand? Because there was a sense of our up-leveling. And so that's what Beyonce and Jay-Z are talking about. Excuse me. It's not about the fame. It's about up-leveling yourself so you can up-level somebody else. And so I read this. I love this beautiful sister, Kalani. And I read this on her feed the other day about, when we heal ourselves, we heal 7 generations back and seven generations forward. So if we allow ourselves to align with this divine energy within us and heal ourselves truly from the inside out, there is nothing we cannot do. That is why, like I said, movies like Black Panther activated us, because it reminded us of our greatness, of our genius, of our brilliance. Where's the hearts? Where's the stars? Where's the stars? Where's the hearts? You hearing what I'm putting down? And so that's what I was inspired to share today. And so in the self-love plan, the 30 days self-love plan with me, we're going to dive into this because there are spiritual effects of racism that do take away from a woman's ability, a woman of color, ability to truly heal without going into the ancestral and the generational. And that takes support, that takes guidance, because many of us have been taught to not go there. We are taught not to feel our feelings. And that's what the self-love plan is about, is reminding you to feel your feelings, to honor your feelings, to not turn them off. For years, I didn't even know I was disconnected from my body, let alone been able to get close to somebody, I wasn't close to myself. So sisters, I'm inviting you today to love on yourself like you do, chase yourself like you chase a lover or chase a dream and chase money. Chase yourself, get to know you, be your friend. That's truly what the self-love plan is about. And you can join the class with me, or you can get the workbook on your own. But if you're really ready to heal, then you need support. It's less than $100. And the reason I'm doing this is because this is a part one, it's part of my book. And then part two is, I feel you. I've been there. I know exactly what it is. And so it is time that we heal these wounds within us so we can rise to our greatness and do what we are here to do. I'm done wasting time feeling bad about being black, being brown, being beautiful, being a bruja. I'm done. Aren't you? When I think about it, all of our sisters that did not make it, that were whipped, that were raped, that were treated horribly, they did all of that for us. I need to pay it back and pay it forward by healing myself. Sisters, do you feel me? So I'm just blessing you today. I'm blessing you, and I'm blessing me, and I'm blessing us. I'm blessing the sacred she within each of us. Please share this. Please tag this. Please watch it again. Watch it again. Watch it again. Remember, you are just like this rose. This morning I was pruning them, taking, away the parts that were dead. And I said, but it's still beautiful. It still smells beautiful. And then I had to say, you know what? Because that's just like how we are. We're still beautiful roses. The thing is that we forget because we've been stripped a little bit of the, so strip yourself of the darkness and allow your true beauty to come out. It is time to rise, queens. It is time to heal, sister, heal. I love you. And until next time, peace and blessings, sisters. Peace out.